Yo, what's up guys, it's Zach. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a ship which I really love. I used years ago on stream to just absolutely annihilate people, which was really fun, and it is the Navy Exequror. And I used to use it, well, I think a lot of people still use like the whole tank with the blasters, the dual webs and things. It's just really strong. You can get like 1000 DPS easy off this thing if you're overheating with the void. So it's had pretty like a really big change actually. So it's lost the high slot gun turret point, but we've gained a bonus of 25% to medium hybrid turret damage, 10% to hybrid turret fall off, which is really good for the rail fit, which we're going to be looking at right now, and a 15% reduction in armor plate mass penalty. So that's going to make it a speedy boy even with a plate on, right? So some really good changes with the Uprising patch coming. A lot of cool ships. I was having a chat about this with Chris Wow on his stream, and man, he was looking at all the battleships, and the DPS numbers and fits were just insane he was putting out. Chris knows a lot about like the bigger end of the ships and things, and I was chatting to him about this, and he fitted it up real quick. We had a look and it seemed like super good. So I think this is going to be not really like a sleeper ship to look at, but a really good one to either invest in or fly around. And it really gives us like the Vedmak vibe actually, with the ranges and the speed of the thing and things. I've had a quick tinker already, so we're just going to fly through it. If you want to see the final fit, you may as well just skip to the end of the vid, guys, because I've had like quite a lot of new subscribers who are actually new to the game. So I'm going to go over how your theory crafts and how you fit like a ship as you go, you know, because it's got new bonuses. We're just going to go in fresh and have a look and see what we can do with it, right? And yeah, we'll take into account all its snazzy bonuses and things as well. So yeah, it looks really nice. There's some cool skins as well for it now. And this is the new skin UI as well. Where is it? Personalization. So I love this Hunter's Quiver one. The green on the back, that looks really nice. I wish it was red though, that would be like extra good. So let's get back to the equipment. So yeah, I used to love flying the Vigilant rail, the Vigilant ship with rails and everything. And man, that was like a super fast, just kitey anti-support ship, like a very sort of similar to the Omen Navy issue in that respect, where it was just so good at killing small stuff. And today, this is what we're going to be fitting this Navy exec up as. So let's hit the sim button. And whoops, messing that up since it's a new thing, right? So we're going to start with the rails. Now we're going to stick with 200mm rails, because they're not as crazy for the fitting, and also they've still got like pretty much the same ranges as the 250s. Let's just compare it real quick. But like just fitting these 250s is just absolutely crazy. So without ammo it's 2746 and it's 3659. So the range does seem pretty long on that, but remember guys, we're going to be switching to ammo. So for what you get out with the 250s, it's not worth like fitting rigs and like fitting lows and things. So we're just going to stick with the 200s. And if we load that with the ammo we're going to be using, we'll just stick with something not like antimatter, something like uranium, which I would probably use as the default ammo as I was roaming. So we got like a 20 kilometer and a 39 kilometer fall off, so that's good for what we're going to be fighting. So definitely within warp disruption range, just like 28, 30k, whatever you're going to be using on your warp disruptor. So I think like that's really good, and the antimatter, we'll just check that real quick as well. It's going to load. So that's 1432. That's not too bad. And I think it's 550 with backstabs. Let's get a couple of them on. I think at least 2 is good, right? So it's 547 with the antimatter. The uranium, which is like the all-around one I use. So it's 456, so that's still pretty good, and that's without drones as well, guys, remember? So like that damage is actually very good for what this ship's going to be like shooting at. And because we get the plate reduction, we're going to be using a plate, obviously. I want to be putting him. Let's not worry about module placement there. Damage control 2. a reactive, I think, because like usually if I was brawling, I wouldn't use a reactive. I would just like use an enam or something, but because we're going to be kiting around a bit and we're going to be in the fight for a lot longer, hopefully, like the reactive's going to be actually doing work. So usually, like, I don't really like them, to be fair. We're going to have a medium. Find it. Soul repair, where are you? Am I going blind here? There it is. That's armor repair. With paste. So already, like, the low slots are looking sort of Vedmac-y, you know what I mean? And that's pretty cool. So we've got a 50mm. Use a quad lift. Just like a lower sig than the T2. Still really good on the cap and everything. 2,352 base. That's rather tasty just by itself. And 3,300 heated. So that's pretty good. A little bit not as fast as I would like. So let's use some. What we're gonna try here? Orchestra. 255. You know, I'd actually think about using 2 of them. So that's at about 4k heated. Yeah, that's nice. That's where I like to be. I prefer to be like about 3k, like cold, like for a cruiser of this. But I mean, we'd have to sacrifice either a bit of damage and put a nano on or something. But I think that's pretty good so far. What else we got? So we're gonna need a medium cap booster. The cap battery fit could work, I think. Cap booster, isn't it? But I think you're under new pressure and things, which you probably will be from like larger newts or really high end fall off Vedi newts. Cap booster is going to be a lot better. Some 800s. You could probably get away with 400s as well, just to deal with the heavy newts, right? So you're cycling more than just one time with a reload, and that sort of keeps your cap up a lot better. We'll stick with the usual 800s in for now. And then we need web. Now, the web is going to depend on how shiny you like to fit. So obviously T2 for keeping it cheap. So the web's really a defensive measure. You're not really going in just to hold the web unless it's like it hasn't got guns on or it can't hurt you or whatnot, you know. But generally, pimping the web out of anything on the ship you're going to pimp is going to be actually worth it. So heated, we get 13k. So if something is burning at you really fast, say an interceptor from 20 kilometers, even if you've got this overheated, it's going to get you scrammed. It's going to slow down enough to be within the scram range, right? So if you can afford it, guys, let's use a public fleet or a Fed Navy or something. Anything that gives you like a good 18k heated. And I think the Dark Blood gives you a little bit more, but it's not as... I think gives you 55% speed down, yeah. Man, yeah, I think they're really expensive as well, so let's stick with a Fed Navy, because that's pretty much like, what, 80, 90 mil or something. Adds like quite a lot. I mean, it's almost, well, it's pretty much the same amount of money as the hull. I think the 130 mil right now, so you're adding a lot onto that cost, right, as the web. But again, you scrammed a webbed an interceptor at 18 kilometer, you've got a good chance of, like, if you are burning away from him, not to get scrammed off him, in my opinion. I mean, I've used emergency webs on me Cinnables, me Vedis and everything like that, and especially on the Vedi, it's just like so good because you can just slam the newts on as it's slowing down. So yeah, that's entirely up to you guys. And of course, the warp disruptor, since we're going to be kitey, so we need to point stuff at range. So overheated, we get 29 kilometers. What was it, 29 now, was it? Range. That was always 28. Alright, so it's 28.8, so it's, yeah, it's rounded up. That's nice. Nice to know, CCP. Cheers. So we can still scram stuff at pretty much like a good damage. I mean, at fall off around 30 kilometers, I would guess we're going to be doing around 330 DPS still, maybe, with good hits. So, yeah. Again, if you can afford it, like chuck a Caldari Navy one on there. And that'll help the cap a little bit, even though we don't really need that. But that'll go like 32 kilometers or something like that, so it's pretty tasty. anything that gives you a range advantage in this to pin someone down or tackle someone is going to be absolutely huge. And the next thing we need, I really wish we could fit a medium newt on here, but it's going to have to be a small energy newt. Oh, not a NOS, sorry. What's ticking here? So CPU is over, so we can fix that easy using back damage control. Yeah, so we haven't got any implants or anything at the minute, guys, but I'm going to be showing you the implants on a sec as well, just for like some possibilities. So yeah, man, I'm really digging this. It definitely reminds us of the Vigilant I used to fly like quite a lot. And even, just let's show you guys a sec. Even if we use Spike here. Unfuck myself. So Spike. We'll go like 49 kilometers optimal. We're still doing like 300 DPS. I mean, Jesus, that's heat. It's 375, say, 373. That's a lot of damage for that range, right? 50 kilometers. I mean, that's pushing like some crazy things. And I want to see what heated the antimatter is as well. So if you get tackled or whatnot, you'd probably switch to this antimatter or Jav. Depending. So 643 DPS, that's really good, guys, isn't it? Holy mackerel. That's absolutely insane, as I would say. What about the Jav? 650 with a Jav. We'll get like increased tracking and everything with that, so if you get caught, get the web on. Pretty tasty, but again, like I would say, just for general roaming, going to be the uranium. Man, like, good damage, that, like, good damage. So the last rig slot, I've been racking my brains as to what to use, and the only thing I can really think is to plug the explosive hole. Or not that called anymore. Explosive reinforcer they're called now, right? Shield. Yeah, that'll help the reactive go. Most people are probably going to be shooting explosive because that's the weakest, right? But yeah, I think that's a bit of a flex rig slot. I mean, you could even go like a T1 thruster, right? Just to go extra sweaty. That'll take you to over 4K, but I think the res rig would be better, or just whatever you wanted to put in there. You can't really put any like nano pumps or locust rigs or anything because of the power grid. Plating things. You could save like 30 grid, I think, putting the tungsten on, but really it doesn't offer, for losing like 400 or 500 HP on the plate, it doesn't offer like a lot of other things you can fit, so let's go with that. So we can put a T2, that's a shield reinforcer. T2 one on, and it still works fine, so that's going to balance it up pretty nice for the reactive. So yeah, the only other thing now, guys, we're gonna let us just save this fit. It derped up last time I was trying this, and because obviously the Uprising's a low sec patch, right? We've got no implants or boosters. A lot of people are going to be like running the snakes and things. There's also like a really cool damage implant as well, which you guys might not be aware of. There's a, is it a LH? No, it's MH. May not be able to search it in here. Man, I hate this fitting thing. So the medium hybrid turret damage for 5% extra damage is usually like the 5% are really expensive, but for this they're not. They're like super cheap. I think they're like 6 mil or something, so it's actually like totally worth using one. So we're gonna buy that. Right, and then if we go, where's my stuff at here? Plug that in. Damage we're getting now. Pumped it up a tiny little bit, so that'll be pretty good when you're like heating and things. That'll go up quite a bit. 563, it's quite nice. I think I've got the right implant. I'm gonna have to check in a sec. Gun's ready. So yeah, this one's definitely worth picking up. Yeah, damage bonus 5%, and usually the 5% ones are like 130, 140 mil. So That's very nice. But I think a lot of people are going to be running this, not with like ass claps or anything, just with like the snakes, right? That's what a lot of people use the speed for in low sec. I'll forget one of them. Sorry guys, this is the boring bit. I don't really want to edit this up if I have to. Just an off the cuff sort of thing. Snakes are actually not that crazy money anymore, to be fair. Let's plug these in. Right, so now let's see what ridiculousness we've got. So we've got 3,227. And then we're going 4,600. Man, that's just absolutely insane. That's all I can say. It's just so good. This is just like Vigilant, right? Vigilant speeds. I wish I could... I'll link the Vigilant vid I used to do down in the description. And it was a time where zaqq was streaming and I jumped into nullsec to help him. And we got a few kills together. It was just a good time, but it was just running the full anti-support fit sort of like this, right? Just killing all the small shit around him. You can just clap people at like 50k, like 2-shot frigates and things, and they're not expecting it. But as for other implants as well, I mean, you could go down the list and get more speed and all that, but I think, yeah, the high-grade snakes and everything are obviously the super sweaty. We'll definitely have to use this with the fit and some snakes, and we'll just take it into null anyway. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but that's the fit, guys. I'll find a chat channel here. Man, I've got everything hidden because of the video. Put it on screen. I'll obviously link it in the description as well, just so you guys can see. But this is what I'm thinking. And again, just a shout out to Chris for helping us, like, theory craft it on the stream that he did. It was really cool. I mean, even Chris was surprised, like, at the power. And it's just, you could even, there's quite a lot extra you can do. You can even dump that, more damage. Probably like a 2% implant, yeah, so it's cool, guys. I'm very excited. And let us know what you think. Please share your fits in the description as well, or whatever. Send us them in a PM, whatnot. Jump in Discord, link them in there. We've got a fitness channel dedicated for Eve in there, just for talking back and forth about stuff. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys, and sticking around the channel. I know I haven't done much content for the past few weeks, you know, stuff going on. Other games to play, and just being excited in general about the patch. I know, like, it's like bar humbug, low second things, but yeah, I'm still going to dive in there and do some pew with you guys or whatever. So yeah, thanks again, and I will see you in the next one.